Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be discussing the Jaclyn Hill palette. It is the first one, so I know I'm behind. I know there's already a second one out. I have not tried that one yet, but I am very excited to because I absolutely adored the first palette. I pretty much use it daily. That's why I'm kind of obsessed with it. It's so versatile that you can do almost any look with it. So I just want to do a quick review for you guys, just in case you've never used it or have never seen it, or you just want to know what I think about it. And because I do use it a lot in my tutorials, I did want to give you kind of a breakdown of most of the colors that I usually use and how I use them. So here we go. All right, my palette is so flippin' dirty. That is because I do use it all the time, obviously. So please mind the mess. Also, I did try to clean it and it actually wouldn't clean very well. Maybe I'm just not using the right cleaning products, but I do think that goes to show how well the pigmentation of each individual shade is. So I'll kind of open it for you guys. Keep in mind, I've had this palette, I think, maybe over a year or just a year, that kind of thing. I did get mine at Sephora and it was $50. I believe that is still the same price. And I do believe that is a fair price for this palette, especially since I've had it for this long and I'm not too bad, like not too bad. So here we go. This is it. Okay, so just to point out the colors that I do use a lot are the ones, oh my gosh, okay. In here, I use these as transition shades and these two as highlight shades a lot. But the good transition ones are this one right here for me. As you can see, I hit pan, and these ones in here. So that's really awesome that there's so many different transition shades. Moving on to down in this kind of corner here, these are my crease shades that I use a lot. So I pretty much go from like the top here to the bottom here a lot. When I'm doing more burgundy, I do stick into here. Even here, I mean, I've used every single color in this palette, I believe. Yeah, I don't think there's a single one that I haven't used. These colors like in the bottom here are absolutely fantastic. The blues and the purples are great because they go on very vibrant and they stay vibrant, because I know a lot of the time with especially blues, I find they look great in the palette and then you put them on the eye and they start to fade. They just start fading away and you don't even see them anymore. So that kind of sucks when that happens, and this palette does not do that. The only thing that I could have added to this palette that I think would have made it like extremely amazing, which this doesn't even make much sense to most people, or people don't even freaking care, but would be a matte like cream color. I would have really loved that for a base. I'm not sure, the new palette might have that. I know it is a lot more pinks and oranges and that kind of thing, so that might be really good. Just because this one doesn't have a lot of pink, so it was great that she ventured out and did that. But yeah, just a cream matte color would have been, oh, so good. But other than that, I use this palette every single day. Like, it has everything that I need, anything that I want. I can create all kinds of looks with it. Yeah, I'm obviously obsessed with this palette. I don't think there's any fallout. I don't think I've ever had a problem with fallout. I always do my eye makeup first regardless, but I've never really had an issue with fallout, which is very important to me when I'm selecting a palette. That's why I would suggest when you're going to look at a new eyeshadow palette, I would say for sure swatch it first if you can, just to see how the fallout is. Because if it's gonna fall all over your face all the time, chances are when you are wearing it throughout the day, it's gonna fall off your face. It's gonna start falling or creasing, or it's just not gonna stay how you want it to stay, even if you do have a primer on. And I find especially when you do like underneath your lash line there with eyeshadow, you really want that to stay in place. You don't want to be that girl that has it halfway down her cheek by the end of the night. I know that look I can't stand. I've had it before, I've seen it before on many people, and it drives me bonkers. So I would suggest this palette for sure. You don't get that weird fallout or black eye look by the end of the night. Yeah, I love this palette. Anyways, thank you so much for listening and finding out what I think about this palette. And if you'd like to subscribe to my channel, that would be amazing. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.